Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing okay. Um, Going ahead and sharing this out, guys. So just give me 1 second. Not sure how long this live stream is going to be. Might be an hour, might be two. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to go live for a little bit and hang out, and I did some I did get a chance to have some time to myself and got a chance to um kind of, I guess you could say, like, detach myself a little bit from a lot of the social media hype and everything that's been going on. So I feel a little better. So definitely ready for some more grinding, I guess you could say. I do have a new game. I've wanted to get it. It was in my wish list. I got it downloaded. Hello, Donna. It's good to see you. Just got home. Oh, wow. Pretty late. Hey, Joshua. It's good to see you. Um, I got a chance to download. It took over 24 hours for it to download, but I finally got a game called Rogue Company downloaded onto my computer. I have not played it yet, but I plan on it here in just a little bit. You work from 3:30 to midnight. Oh, wow. And so you guys might see some episodes of Road Company. Um, like I said, I just got the game done. And I also wanted to ask you guys, because there is something that has happened on the Spectrum retreat. It can probably trigger some people, because it has a really sad part of this memory that is being unlocked on Spectrum Retreat. And I don't know if I should add it to the gameplay or I should just leave it off and just summarize what happened. Hello, Carol. It is good to see you. Um, definitely, definitely having a hard time with it, only because it involves with it's a major involvement of the storyline, and it's a really sad memory for this character. It actually made me tear up and cry. And people can say, "Oh, it's just a game," but my issue is that tends what happened in at that part tends to happen to a lot of people. Um, it kind of made me. I will say it did kind of make me a little angry. but it also made me sad for the character. In Spectrum Retreat, basically what it this game is, I'm just gonna summarize it as best I can. Um, this character named Alex is always waking up, and it's almost like they're living the same day, kind of like Groundhog Day. You get up, you wake up, and it looks like a hotel resort area. Anna Marie, it is good to see you. Um, this guy wakes up every single same exact day in this. He goes to the restaurant, eats his food, and he gets up. He's usually stays in his room the rest of the day or whatever. Well, all of a sudden, there's this little black, kind of looks to me, it looks like an Alexa with a extra circle to it, and it's considered a phone. Somebody on the other line decides or explains to you, not so many words, that you are trapped in a simulation, and the only way to get out is to find the codes to each floor. In these codes, you unlock the challenges for each floor. These floors, you go through, you are also having to unlock memories of what has happened, what has brought you to this kind of simulation. And this character basically finds out their son is sick. Son's name's Robin. And they're going through the hardship of getting the money together for procedures and treatments and insurance denials, and even I believe it was mortgage, having all these issues. And in this cutscene, a lot of it comes to a head, and it does provoke a lot of sadness and anger. And you also hear about, I believe his name was Governor Crow, who had promised in the healthcare field that he would change the entire healthcare situation and make things better. And then you come to find out in the newspaper that it's not as cut and dry as he expected. Kind of sounds similar to some of the things that have been said to us in America. Um, but there was some clues as to something gonna gonna escalate, or something happen to cause him to be there. I don't know. Um, the last video I've posted for you guys on Spectrum Retreat, it shows that the simulation is glitching. It has the hospital beds. Um, it has like the plants and the floor. Everything in that simulation starts changing, and it looks totally different. And I'm at the end of that floor, and like I am actually at a questionable time where I guess some people in YouTube sometimes has to think about this. Do they want to add that to their game, or do they want to um keep it out of there and keep it light and happy? Some games tend to be like that, and there's some that just you don't know whether you should or shouldn't. And so I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys want to see that part that made me sad. Like, it made me cry because, well, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it, but it did make me really sad, and it happens a lot more than people think it does. And I think that's why it kinda hit home for me, and it kinda made me angry. Um, so I wanted to know if you guys wanted me to put that into my other video. Now I've got one video before this, before I edit this video, um, with this part in it. I haven't finished that final level, but it really got my nerves. Watching and dyeing your eyebrows, Carol. You'd love to see it. Okay. You. I think at the time when I was recording it, I was more in shock than I was anything else. Um, and Anna Marie, I am doing okay. Um, I've been unwinding a little bit from social media. It helped. I got a chance to kind of relax and kind of do my own thing a little bit. Yeah, I probably stepped into people's live streams and hung out. Got a chance to do some things I hadn't done in a little while. And it's much needed, like, self-care stuff. And it was almost like a spa day for me. So I'm a little bit more refreshed. I am doing um pretty good on my end, and I'm just hoping that that kind of recharged me up uh to get back on that YouTube grind. And yes, guys, I am just right now maybe doing gaming, but understand, I haven't really done paranormal stuff. I haven't even really reviewed a lot of the footage from the other paranormal stuff that I've done. And it's because it's just, there's a lot there. And I'm kind of like one person, and it's going to take a while to review. Oh, that's awesome, Amber, that I could calm you down a little bit. I appreciate you being here. 12 minutes? I have not seen it or heard it. And I don't blame you for like refocusing. Sometimes we all have to find a way to refocus ourselves to kind of jumpstart our energy and clean it. In a way, it's kind of a cleansing moment to get away from something that is really stressful, or it is something that is can be really hurtful, and kind of bring your energy back to you, and to bring your energy back in the way you want it to be. It does take some time. And of course, I am very, very addicted to social media. So yeah, that was kind of hard for me to do. I'm just glad I was able to do that. Oh wow. Definitely hope it gets better, Amber. And there was a tweet that I put out, and I put it out yesterday morning, and it pertained to people hating. It was meant to be a funny thing. It wasn't meant to like call out. It was not a call out type of tweet. It was to get people to laugh. Uh, I played around with Instagram yesterday morning, and I thought it was a funny picture, so I posted it, and some people are like, "Who's hating on you now?" Well, at that moment, nobody was hating on me, but I figured that was going to be a funny tweet, but it didn't come out that way, and I do apologize. And Lady Swan, hello. It is good to see you. Oh, that sounds like something I would be into. If it's something that you have to pay for, I'm not going to be able to pay for it. I have no money. And speaking of which, I know there's a lot of people that are in need of some financial help. And I do share out like on my social media a lot of the time the different links, the different situations that are going on, and until something until something happens, whether it's good or bad, be able to give updates and whatnot. And you're right, Amber, and here is a good place to be at, just to hang out and just chill and be able to be yourself. No judgment. Oh, that's cool, Josh. And definitely would love to try to play that game. Not sure how it will work, but oh wow, Amber. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Lady Swan. It's been a while since I've seen you around. I know you've been busy too. I think a lot of people's been busy, to be honest, doing their own thing and whatnot. And I've been kind of focusing. I'm starting to be, and I know that's not going to sound bad, but I'm starting to be a little selfish myself, doing my own thing and um, doing my own streams. My, certain things I'm starting to get back to some of the series that I've done in the past, like what I done Monday for Labor Day. Um, that's the kind of thing I want to do. Now, the next actual holiday is Columbus Day, but I don't know if I'm going to find a whole lot on that other than when it was signed in to as a national holiday here, and kind of the story behind it. Yeah, but we don't really completely celebrate Columbus Day, from what I understand. Much love, Josh. Thank you for mentioning the 12-minute game. I will look into it and I will see if I can play it. And if I can play it, I will record it and let you guys see how good I do or how bad I do. And I've been kind of much love to you as well, Donna. I appreciate you being here. And I hope work don't overwork you. And there is something else that I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be a paranormal video. I can't do it as a live stream because my video just won't cut it when it comes to um streaming. But I'm going to make it a video, and people think I believe people think that this is a good idea for me to go ahead and attempt to do. Doesn't mean it's going to work. Van Live Biker, hello. Welcome, welcome. But in this paranormal video, I plan to have the app that's on my phone that is SLS. I'm going to have that running. At the same time, I have my regular cameras. Of course, I'm going to be lit up. You're going to be able to see me, and you'll probably see like the insects and stuff. You'll see back behind me, and it's going to be filmed in the backyard. So you're going to see a lot of greenery, a lot of brush, and I'm going to be doing a spirit box session. Kind of do a little mini investigation. It's not going to be too long. And I'm going to see how it goes, and whether or not anything happens, you guys are going to find out on the video. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. I am going to be starting back on paranormal side, but I'm going to be more easing into it only because I have not done a whole lot with paranormal in a while. But paranormal is one of my major hobbies. That's also one of the things I wanted to do for my channel initially. So definitely that's going to be something that I'm going to be hopefully everybody can look forward to that. I know a lot of you guys are into the paranormal, and you guys do your own thing, and this is one way I can still investigate. I do have some video footage of when I was at other cemeteries when I was living away from here that I plan on posting on YouTube. Yeah, and I believe I saw that, Amber. I did. You guys, if you guys haven't checked each other out, please do so. And just, if you like what you see, give them hit that big red button. And if you don't, go ahead and watch one of the videos and see if you like or not like, and just work accordingly. And I've always seen a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Either way, it still counts. But it also, to me, it also shows the support from whoever it is. If it's somebody that's like a negative Nancy, just doesn't like me, they're still putting the thumbs down, that means that they're supporting, but they're supporting in a way that is not all, it's counteractive to what they're probably trying to do. It's how I look at it. And I look at it as it still counts, regardless. And I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the lurkers out there too. As if it wasn't for the lurkers just chilling and watching, there's some people that are just uncomfortable with talking, and I understand that. There's times that I get that way. I'll say a few things and I'll hang out in a conversation, and then I kind of drift away and go find either something else that I have to do, or I just sit there and listen, because sometimes I don't have an opinion to put my 2 cents in, so sometimes I don't interact. Keeping some late hours. Wow. Yeah, I'm usually up this time of night every single night. I have not really strayed away from it too much unless I absolutely need to sleep. And I sleep when I I sleep hard. I get that, you know, sometimes I get in those moods where I'll sleep during the day just fine, and then at night I'm up all night and there's like nothing to do. It's too damn quiet. It's like too much calmness on my hands, but then there's a lot on social media. So sometimes I've been switching it up just a little bit. Half of the night I'm sleeping and then I'm awake the rest of the time. Or I just end up falling asleep because I get too tired. Living here. Yeah, it's 2:12 here. And one thing that I happen to um remember from a video that I'd done years ago, 2019, a couple years ago at least. And I had gotten some dowsing rods. So I wanted to try them out. Well, somebody who was gifted ended up um, describing somebody. And initially I thought it was like my grandfather. And then I seen a picture of one of my relatives. Now, this particular relative is got the same condition as I do. He had the same condition when he was alive. But back then, they didn't have the kind of surgery. I mean, they may have had the same kind of surgery, but it was different because they didn't have the technology they do now uh, for treating the issues with the eyes. And he had the same exact thing with him. And the picture, he's wearing overalls. So everything basically come back around, and I have that strong feeling that it's my great uncle. I believe it's great uncle. Yeah, 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 great uncle. Um, that has been, and he probably still is hanging around here. Didn't want to be found out. So sorry, but I just found it kind of interesting that through the grapevine they end up finding it out. And I will say my dad's side of the family, all the guys are pretty grouchy. So when people list different family members and stuff, my dad's side of the family has always been one of those that seems really freaking grouchy. Like you cannot, like you can say something in a certain way and they will snap back in a grumpy manner. And if this is the person that, or the spirit that is here, he is probably, he's probably been watching over me to, because I have the same condition he does. Yes, West Coast up in the house tonight. I've, so there was that kind of gave me a little bit more peace now that I kind of know or figure that's who's around. Um, I also believe the spirit box session that I ended up uploading to YouTube, like I said a couple years ago, back in 2019. Oh, that's cool, Carol. Um, the spirit box session that me and Ghost Dog done together, the first time I ever met him. He had done it on a live stream, and I ended up going through the spirit box session, and it sounds sort of like my dad saying that I am innocent. reminded me of Dad's side of the family for some reason. I truly believe that he was there speaking through the spirit box, saying that I'm an innocent type person, almost like embarrassed that I can or have been communicating with spirits. So, oh, that's cool, Amber. Lost Wi Fi. That sucks. Congratulations, Amber, on that. And let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing more of the Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 unless I'm playing it multiplayer with others. Only because the way that game loads, it's already a big, it's a big file to begin with to get the games going. When you switch from a multiplayer thing to a story game, or what they call a campaign, where you go through the storyline, that particular game will take forever to load the regular campaign version, and I'm already in the multiplayer. And this game glitches out enough to where it will reset the multiplayer. And it took at least 120 hours to get from level 1 all the way to level 19. So I'm going to keep it that way until I hit at least level 25 and able to hang out there for a little bit. And then I'll go back into the campaign mode. I didn't really get too far in the campaign mode either. So I've got kind of a job on that one. And I've thought about doing the contract Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2 game. And I've reset my game because I want you guys to be able to follow with me through the storyline. And I didn't get that far to begin with, so it's okay that I reset the game. And hopefully it'll get better. And you guys will be able to see all of it. Some of the fails. I'm going to edit a lot of, I will just let you know now, I will edit a lot of the fails out of my videos and let you see how I've progressed in it. But it's a really good game. Unfortunately, it's just a single player game. It's not got a multiplayer mode to it. Was hoping to move into my van at the end of the month, but now fighting neck injury, so building and stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Van Loff. Yep, I agree with that. And I will say, I'm very happy for Billy Nations 13 over on DLive. He done an awesome job with a stream tonight on DLive. He had special guests up, and there were some interesting things that happened in his stream. So if you do have DLive, look up Billy Nations 13 and go catch that replay. I'm not sure if they're still alive right now or if they're doing something different or what's going on. But the last time I was watching, they were talking about different different things. And I believe that they're going to have another night when they can do a special stream back at it soon. Wow. Yeah, anybody that gets an injury, especially in the neck, in the back, they're one tough cookie if they can still work through all that. So, yeah, just I will put a kind of a disclaimer when I go to do the video that's got a little bit of sad stuff in it. I will put a disclaimer out there before the video actually starts. I will kind of give a heads up on the video when this part is, because it's going to be near the end of that, not this coming video, it's going to be on the next video. Mind over matter. Exactly. Um, you're exactly right, Van Loff. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more stuff. I already had a mishap with it was some face paint I had bought. Unfortunately, this particular face paint does not go well with me. It's almost like I started getting this burning sensation and I had to get it off. And then it got to the point where a lot of it come off, not everything. And then I had to go and use some, something like rubbing alcohol. To me, I think it was Noxzema, those face pad things. I have washed my face and washed my face and washed my face, and it did not try. It didn't come out. So I had to resort to using those Noxzema pads to get the most of it. I think I got 99% of the face paint off of me. And I will also put a disclaimer: if it's water, like it's supposed to come off easy with soap and water, it lies. It totally lied. I have black and white face paint, and I was doing a particular design, and I had to work quickly because where I was at caused me to do a lot of sweating. And so the paint was running at the same time I was putting it on. Oh, wow. Now that could be true, Van Loff. But so I had that mishap today. But I decided, because even though I didn't wear my bathing suit this year at all, I decided to check it out and make sure that it fit. And surprisingly, it fits. So I'm happy. This new variant, who knows? I know it hurt like hell the first morning. Wow, that sucks. So I got a few things accomplished for myself. I am going to be working in more topics to discuss. I've got the my Magic of series where I talk about different holidays. If you have not checked out Magic of Labor Day, it's something that you would particularly be be kind of happy with. I think you guys would enjoy it, and it's got some information in there that you wouldn't know about. Because I know for a fact most of it well, a good portion of it, I would say 70% of it was not taught in schools. I had to do the research on that particular holiday and it's stuff that I never knew. And I thought, I kind of figured it was about workers, but I didn't know the story behind the holiday and to look at the past, what happened with them, and how things have progressed since back then, especially to now. I think we got it a lot easier now than we had. So, very, very surprised, and I was very interested to not only see that the US celebrated Labor Day, Canada also celebrates Labor Day at the same on the same day with very very similar reasons behind Labor Day. So definitely check out my series. I've already done a few videos, live streams on different holidays already. I am going to be doing more of those here on YouTube. I will probably start it out initially on a different platform and then move it to YouTube and basically talk the same information and bring about awareness. And so everybody, no matter what platform I'm on, is going to be able to have that opportunity. Has anyone had COVID? I haven't been vaxxed. Trust issues myself. Me personally, and I'm not saying this to encourage others to do the same, but I've been basically a shut in due to circumstances. It's not anything medical, and there's no reason why I can't exactly be out. But since the pandemic has had started, and because of my medical issues, if I got COVID, I'd automatically be in the hospital because it would be that bad for me. But I don't go out enough to risk it, especially right now. And I decided, as of right, so far, I'm leery about getting the vax only because it's, for me personally, I've known people in my family that have took the vax. And it was a few months between when they had COVID and then they got the vaccine. They ended up a few days later in the hospital. And so what scares me to take the vax, and I'm being completely honest with you, not everybody will have the same reactions. I know that. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I can't tolerate the vax and be able to, yeah. But I keep my hands clean. I do have an N95 mask. I've got even homemade masks that somebody was kind enough to send me that they made themselves. I've got I do a lot of distancing. People want to get close to me, I step away. And I've been taking, of course, I do take vitamins. I have been taking vitamins for a little while. And so I've been keeping up with that. I'm learning, since it's not getting as hot as it had been, especially during the coolest times during the day, I will go outside or try to go outside, catch a little bit of sun. Uh, and because I do have pretty bad allergies. I use a mask while I'm outside. Helps filter that pollen and stuff that happens. So definitely taking my measures to stay safe and away from the possibility of getting it doesn't mean that I won't get it, but there's a less likely chance. Like even my parents are kind of the same way. They avoid as much as they can. And they take the same precautions. And I definitely don't want to give it to them. If I get sick, I don't want them getting sick too because they're older. And it just, I would feel horrible if I gave it to them, but I don't go anywhere. So, and where I had been living and working at in other places other than here, I had no symptoms whatsoever and showed no signs of even having it. But I was very, very careful when I first got back here at my parents' house. So definitely taking all the precautions that I can. And so far, I've been lucky. I mean, when I have to go out, I'm extra, extra cautious. And I think my parents are too. I'm pretty sure. And we've seen a lot of different things that have happened, um, scenarios. We know people that have gotten it and has had to go to the hospital. Somebody that's my age or a little bit younger has had to go to the hospital and get put on oxygen due to complications from COVID. So I'm double checking, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Now that makes sense, Van Loff. It does. But yeah, I figured I'd get on for a little bit and just hang out with you guys and just chit chat with y'all, see how you guys are doing. Um, being kind of just doing my own thing, and I'm going to keep doing my own thing. Now, yes, I do a lot of helping others out and do a lot of supporting, but even after a little bit of today, even just taking a break from doing a lot of social media stuff. Now, I did cut back a lot. Um, I'm going to be doing a lot more for myself. Let's see, who else? To recycle in the barn anymore. Oh, that's cool. But it does make sense. Definitely going to take that into consideration. So, but yes, very much feeling happy and just I'm just ready to start refocusing, and I'm probably going to be doing that a lot more taking breaks sporadically. I might take a 24-hour break one day and just focus on me and not social media. Just Jim, hello. It is good to see you. How are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while, and I'm glad that you're here. And yes, I am working off of my phone here on through through Zoom onto YouTube because my internet is not so nice. So definitely chilling and just, kind of doing my own thing and trying to make it work. Tyra just got home not too long ago. I can understand that. It's I hope you didn't work too hard. But yeah, I cannot wait to show you some of these games that I've got. Um at least the very beginning, I might do a couple of videos and then just let it roll and then you guys see the progression of how it's going. The Spectrum Retreat game, however, like I'm over halfway through with my gameplay. And I'm at that point where I want you guys to be able to see the same, like the storyline, the different kinds of puzzles that are in there. Because as of right now, the puzzles are getting a little bit different and a little bit weirder. And it's something that I know a lot of people would love to see. So there has been quite a few people actually. They're like, I'm thinking about buying it. Well, that's cool. I just, I'm just glad that I was fortunate enough. They had certain games on certain, uh, I guess you could call them gaming platforms like Steam and Epic. They had them for free. And so when I got a chance, I was able to grab it up. Well, that's cool, Van Love. Let's see. I don't think there's really anything else. Oh, I do have a Amazon wish list. Some people have been wondering, like they wanted, uh, either they want to get me something or they wanted something that would help me with my channel. I've been working on a wish list on Amazon. And yeah, I don't blame you, Van Life, for doing the research. That's the thing with me. I feel like everybody has a choice in what they do, even though it's getting a lot harder if you are not vaccinated. And I feel like just because I have my own point of view doesn't mean that somebody else's choice is not validated. You know, there should, there should be, to me, there should be more research personally. I know they just recently passed it through FDA, I think, or CDC or something. Um, I'm not really up to par with all the research, but I've seen a lot and I've seen a lot of reactions that has a lot of cause for me to be concerned. So that's why I'm still iffy about the vaccination right now. If my circumstances change and I have to take it, then I'll probably will have no choice but to take it. But until then, I'm still going to be like that. And I know in my area, because the pandemic has gotten to where it's grown a lot, the certain towns that are in my county have decided that they're going to close down any like parades, or let's see, it ain't just parades, but it's like gatherings, big gatherings. Like they had a car show not too long ago, and it started spiking up even that much more. But things like that, fairs and whatnot, they have basically canceled a lot of it. About once a month or once every couple of months, they have a thing in some of the cities where it's just like they close off the street and people's got either games or they got uh, stuff to sell. Restaurants are open on the main street, and people just go back and forth to these different little booths and get what they want or chit chat with people and whatnot. And because it has gotten kind of rampant over here, they had to cancel a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's got me a little question too. I'm like wondering, why did this happen? Oh well, it's how I look at it. I'm just like, oh well. And I know Carol said her eyebrows got done. That's awesome. I know I did see that earlier. I think I said something, but I'm just going back making sure I cover my bases. But yeah, I just wanted to chit chat with you guys and hang out and have fun. Just kind of playing catch up. But you guys be looking forward to more videos, different types of videos coming out. Uh, there are going to be some new games I'm going to be putting out. I do have a multiplayer game that Ghost Dog happened to help me out with and ended up getting it for me. And we played multiplayer on it. Right. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I am ready for it. And I might be doing a few creative videos here on YouTube that I think you guys are going to like. It's going to be similar to the one that is called This Is Me. But with This Is Me, I did that um, to be creative, to express myself. And it wasn't necessarily geared towards one particular person or anything like that. It just, there's a lot of things that happened to me over a course of over a year, I believe. And it had a lot to do with social media. And it got to the point where I wanted to give up on everything. Well, I'm not doing that. I will return if I have to. Oh, wow. So definitely be looking out for some creative videos that I'm going to be doing. And the paranormal, I am going to be starting back on paranormal, even if it's just a little bit of um little short spirit box sessions here and there, or um just doing an investigation with um no spirit box. I will say with the paranormal, you don't always have to have a spirit box there. Sometimes they'll come right to your device that you're recording from, and they will speak, they will whisper. And I've had it happen on a couple of my cemetery explorations. I did not realize that there was something in there that was whispering until I actually sat down and I listened to it. Some of it I don't review. I just start, I edit what I need to edit and I throw it up on YouTube. And then a lot of times you, the viewers, tend to tell me that there's something on there that I need to watch for. And I'm like, okay. But I totally respect how you feel in your choice. Van life. I totally respect that. I respect everybody's choices. Everybody's different. Everybody may see things differently. And I just hope that people start getting more along with each other instead of giving each other hate for the issue of being vaxxed or not. Yeah, I noticed that too. And then you get the, I think they said that after 8 months of initially finishing your series of vaccinations, the initial vaccines, you get a booster after about 8 months. And I'm kind of like, okay, whatever floats your boat. And I know, and I do want to say, prayers out to everybody that is dealing with the pandemic, people that have tested positive for the virus. I'm hearing and noticing that there are some people um, that have tested positive in the past for it. Hello, wicked cryptids, and it's good to see you. Um, I have seen people that had tested positive and they were sick in the past. They got better, they got over it. Now they're starting to get it again. Oh, wow. Yeah, things are a little bit slow on the YouTube side for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, like everybody has, and going back to what Van Loff was saying, everybody has a choice. And I tend to agree, and the vaccination is not 100% foolproof either. That is a point that I've initially had to post because people are like, when you get vaxxed, you get to and stop taking all the precautions, even though they tell you it's okay to do this, that, and the other. No. And the vaccine only helps you fight off the virus yourself. It doesn't keep you from carrying it necessarily. It helps you get over the virus quicker, and it can save your life. You know, look at all the other vaccines that we've had in the past. Um, we've had flu vaccines. Sometimes they're wrong when um, they look at the possibility of a certain type of flu, and so you get the flu vaccine for that, but yet you still get the flu. Might not be quite as bad, but you could still get it. The zinc helps you from carrying it though, and that's a good thing. Um, but people thinking that just because they're vaxxed, even though they say it's perfectly fine to kind of to be around people to do certain things, I believe everybody should still. This is just my belief. I'm not pushing it on anybody, but I'm speaking my mind. You should be able to you should still take the precautions that you would since the pandemic started. The kind of social distancing, you don't have to do it as strict as when it first started coming through with the 6 feet and all that. But it's always a good general rule to help you protect yourself from it. It's not 100% foolproof, fail safe. You can still get it. It's just the symptoms aren't as bad when you do get vaxxed. Um, and a lot of times they are trying to say that you survive more often than you wouldn't if you didn't have the vax. That scares people. But I agree, natural immunity is the best thing. And with all there is variants out there. It gets harder. Hey, Colleen, it's good to see you. Yes, so they say. And for me personally, regardless of whether I am vaccinated or not, I'm going to do my best to do all the precautions that I can do to keep myself safe and to do what I can to distance myself from others so they are safe. I know when it first started happening, because we didn't know what was going on, there was a lot of times we wiped down products that we got from the store. Now, I didn't go to the store. I was actually told that I needed to stay home because of the possibility I could get sick and in the hospital because of it. And it scared my parents so bad, I didn't go with them to the store anytime they went. But when they got home, everything was wiped down, disinfected. Anything that was touchable was disinfected as much as humanly possible. And, it freaked us out too when everybody talked about the virus. And now everybody's like, well, it's either stay scared, keep doing what we're doing now, or go find work or get back to work and just kind of suck it up. And it's like, still, if it's that dangerous, shouldn't we still, this is the one question I have, shouldn't we still take the same precautions as before and not just go initially by what some of the higher ups are saying? Because some of it I've come to notice that it's been a little bit, it's like day to day. It can be, they want you to wear a mask regardless. Then the next day, oh, it doesn't help anything. You don't have to wear a mask. It's crazy. It is so crazy. And it freaks me out because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I agree, Van Life. Improve the immune system. Get as much vitamins in your system as possible. And you have been labeling the vitamins and such that will help boost the immune system. And Colleen, I hope you're doing well. I've kind of seen you here, there, and yonder. I've just been chilling here, taking time to myself. Hadn't done that in a while. I still want masks, whether I have had the shot or not. Yeah, that's one thing that I plan on doing if I ever get to that point where I need to have the vaccine due to whatever reason may be. I will be wearing masks. You guys won't get to see my pretty smile. And if I do wear makeup, half of my face is not going to be made up because I'm going to be wearing a mask. To me, there's no reason to wear a mask if I've got. Okay, I messed up on that one. There's no reason to wear a lot of makeup if I'm going to be wearing a mask. Sounds like I need to get some sleep at some point. Or what we can trust, yes. Oh, the other day, I'm going to skip to something else real quick. The other day, I happened to I don't understand why, but I happen to really, really want some jalapeno poppers. Okay. We don't have stuff like that you can just grab and throw in the microwave, except for a couple of things. I went looking to find ingredients to see if I could just make some. Well, I will have to say I had enough stuff to make it, except I adapted it a little bit. I didn't put certain things with it to make it an actual like jalapeno popper. But I had the cream cheese and the different cheeses to put with it and the jalapenos. And I made up some jalapeno poppers and stuck them in the air fryer. Boy, was that good. I will say, I've done my research. Guys, do not ever put a fresh jalapeno with the seeds and everything in it into the microwave. People wonder why, are going to wonder why I say that. People that have done that before have said that the capsaicin that is in the seeds, the stuff that makes things really spicy, ends up getting cooked in there, and the juices of the capsaicin start evaporating. They become what we would know as pepper spray. So once you open that microwave, after microwaving a jalapeno, seeds and guts and everything in it, you're going to have pepper spray. You're going to open that microwave up and you're going to get slammed in the face and eyes and nose, just smacked right in the face with all this capsaicin floating around in the air. So Yeah. Be very careful when you're cooking jalapenos. Do not put them in the microwave. You do not want to breathe in pepper spray, basically. The virus is way smaller. Yes, I totally understand that. Stops the droplets the way I see it. I do have to agree with you on that. Um, even no matter how many masks you wear, and I know they used to say double mask was a way to go at one point. No matter how many masks you put on, you're still gonna have that that little window of opportunity for that virus. To be honest, and so me being at home and really not having a whole lot to do, if there are things that I can say, well, what if I put this and this together? How's this going to turn out? That's what I've been doing too. I've been working on my off the fly cooking skills, I guess you could say. So, but yeah, there is just a lot to the pandemic and the vaccinations and stuff. The way I see it, it is up to the person. I know they say it's mandated to do certain things. I don't particularly agree with it. I can agree with it to a point, but I don't agree with being made to feel like I have to in order to have certain freedoms, like to go out and even just go into a restaurant, even to order something and take it home. Some places you wouldn't be able to do that if you're not vaccinated. Um, it's just crazy, totally crazy. And I'm getting to where like I'm since I am stuck at home, there's no way that like unless like it is brought into this house, there's really not much of a way for me to get it. And because of the pandemic, like my family does not want me to go out and get a job, even though I really need one. I'm kind of like stuck, just like I've been stuck for the last like I would say 3, almost 4 years. I've been kind of like stuck in the house. So yeah, and that's kind of where my stance is. I've been avoiding really speaking my opinion, but I respect everybody and how they feel about the pandemic and whatnot. People are always going to look at things differently than you, and it's up to you how you handle the tolerance of other people's beliefs. I put power back on them. Van life. So yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me. I've just sitting here and chilling, talking my head off. Um, I am definitely going to start thinking of different topics to bring to you guys, not just kind of updating you on different things. It does seem like that. Um, Definitely gonna be trying some new things, and I hope you guys are in for the journey, whether it's something that's gonna be sticking around or it's gonna go down in a blaze of glory, as I always say. um, I think I may go ahead and get off of here. I want to just give a shout out to Billy Nations 13. He done an awesome stream tonight. Um, with a few guests. He had um, Eddie and Jen, the vlogs, and then some, along with John there, and they happened to be doing a paranormal stream basically. And then things got the word that it settled down, and they started chit chatting, which is really cool. So definitely a um an experience. There was a lot that was caught during that stream, and a lot of things that they were saying as well, and it kind of shocked everybody. So definitely go check out that replay on D Live. And I agree, we are really, really divided amongst the world. It's everybody's kind of like in this state of division, and it's like, why can't we be unified? Does it have to be unified in agreement with everything that everybody says and does, but at least be unified in supporting each other? You don't have to agree with everybody. Um, you don't have to hate everybody either. And that's the kind of thing that I feel like a lot of people have gotten to resort to, is doing hate and whatnot towards other people. And, I don't agree with it. Oh, you're good, Van Life. I knew what you were saying. Um, but yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I want to do. It's just the timeline's going to be kind of different. I'll do what I can. I will. In the meantime, I will still be posting gameplays. I will be working. My goal for one particular game is I want to finish it from start to finish. I want to finish it, and you guys get to see the gameplay, because it's been a while, but I haven't really gone through a game and completely finished it. Not right off the bat. And slowly but surely, I'm getting through Spectrum Retreat. It's got an awesome storyline. And the reason why I do all these gameplays with Spectrum Retreat is because it all, little by little, has a story. Hardens James, hello. It's good to see you. Welcome. I would have to agree on part of it. I don't know what, like it being a distraction for what exactly. Not too sure about it yet. Oh man. But yeah, their Spectrum Retreat, during each level that has, e- during each floor, they have different challenges. In these challenges, you may get a part of the memory that the character is to remember. And in doing so, like, it's part of the story. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I keep doing that gameplay from start to finish as straight as I can get it. So you guys don't miss out on the storyline if you just like to watch the game. Now, if you want to play it, I will say it's full of spoilers. You don't want to watch all of it because you definitely want to find out for yourself. And so, but that's the only game that I've really done start to finish, or I'm working on finishing. I'm over halfway there on the game. There is 5 different floors you have to go through. And the reason why you're going through these floors is to get to the rooftop. The rooftop is where it ends. Whether the you get out of the simulation or not, that's what we're going to end up finding out during these gameplays. Going to find out whether or not you're going to get out of there or not. So that game and several other games I've been working on playing and just having fun with it. If you don't have fun, there's really no sense in like doing some of the things like playing games or going to do something that you used to love to do. If you're not having fun with it, then what is the sense in it? Just like me, I love streaming. I love being able to talk to everybody. It gives me a way to reach out to other people and hang out, whether it be because of maybe providing information for others or helping somebody out or even bringing light to something, giving a different perspective on something. Some people have reached out to me and said that, in some of my streams that it's opened their eyes and realized that maybe a different approach to their own situation might be better, and it's helped them. So that's a lot of the reason why I tend to do the kind of streams I do, whether it's just chit chatting or some of the stuff I do in my series is that I do here on YouTube. So, but if you're not having fun with it and you feel like you're forcing it and going through the motion, that's not a good feeling. And sometimes you don't do your best when you're like that. And so, there's going to be, I know there's going to be times I'm going to be wanting a break because I know I tend to get burned out. I know there has been a lot of people that have gotten burned out due to different situations. So, but I appreciate every single person here. Thank you guys so much for coming. Sorry if I'm lagging a little bit on the chat. It's a lot of it's because my internet is not kicking in like it should and relaying the chat to me while I'm streaming, and it should. And it's just the internet. But I am going to jump off of here. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And always remember, you never know what's out there till you spread your wings and fly.